The Manchester derby this weekend. And I don't know whether to be happy or sad. Viewers, welcome back to the Football Terrace. How are you all doing this evening? We good? Yeah! Look at that, look at that. Dax is back, Lies is here. Look at this. Mala Mohammed, one of our legends is in the house. One of our legends and super fans is here as well. We've got KJ's here, sorry. KJ's here too. KJ's here doing his thing as well. We've got a big show tonight. We're looking ahead at Liverpool's game against West Ham United. We're going to take a look at the team that are back in action, back on form. Arsenal take on Watford. We're going to have a little bit of a chat about Antonio Conte as well. Is he going to bring trophies to Tottenham Hotspur? But of course, the big one is the Manchester derby preview. Yes! Smash that like button. Subscribe to the Football Terrace. Danny, run the VT and let everybody know what's coming up tonight. Let's go, people. Let's do this.
Coming up on tonight's Friday night on the terrace. Fans will be guessing which of these quotes Solskjaer has said in the Did Olly Say It quiz. Our live studio audience will be discussing the upcoming Manchester derby and West Ham v Liverpool. Rocket will be testing West Ham fans' strength in the Happy Hammer Challenge, and the public decide who's better between Pep and Klopp. All that on tonight's show, and it's live.
There we go. Welcome back, everybody. How are you doing? Remember, the Football Terrace secret phrase is still available during this show. If you super chat in and guess the secret phrase, I'm not going to tell you what it is. You will win a brand new state-of-the-art Xbox, 2 control pads so you can play with your friend or your brother or your sister, mum or dad, and a game of your choice. So keep those super chats coming in. It's going to be an action-packed weekend. International break is here as well, though. It's on the way. So let's enjoy this weekend of football, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester derby preview coming up later on in the show, so stay with us. But still lots to talk about. First subject I want to go to straight away, okay? And I want to throw it at the Liverpool fans. Roberto Firmino is out. It's another injury for Liverpool. I want your thoughts and feelings in the comment sections. Is that going to damage Liverpool? I'm joined by my guy, Lies. He's here with me again in the studio. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Good. I mean, it's big bad news for Liverpool. It's another injury. Firmino's been in much better form this year than maybe the previous 18 months. Do you think that's going to be a damaging blow?
You see, Firmino is one of those guys, right? Like, he's had kind of, for me, an up and down season. He had that hat trick, I think it was against Watford. But then there's been games where I honestly think he hasn't been at his all-time best. And Jota, for me, this season has kind of elevated his level even from last year. And for me, Firmino, you sub him in for Jota, it's a different kind of profile, but I still think they look like a really good team. I look in the midfield, to be honest, because I think that's where they've had some injury problems. They don't have a lot of depth in there. And I think if anything stops Liverpool this season, it's the depth there. But Jota, for me, I think can replace Firmino pretty well.
Yeah, I agree. I just think, for Liverpool fans, I think there's this element of that thin squad. And we had a lot of great Liverpool fans that come on the terrace, like Hussein and Ram. Yep. Conroy, Safe, all these guys have been on, and their concern was always Sonny. He's gone. You know, Sonny's gone. His Twitter doesn't exist anymore.
We scared him off.
He's gone. He's got ever since Redbird. He's never been the same since Redbird. We love you, Sonny. We love you, Sonny. Come back to the terrace. But yeah, look, they've got a lot of firepower up there. But that's my only concern for Liverpool. Is if they get these injuries and they're just a little bit threadbare, will they fall behind Chelsea? I want to go to KJ. KJ's over in the Legends corner to ask a few of the fans over there if they think Roberto Firmino's injury could damage Liverpool in this next few weeks.
Right, so I'm in the Legends corner. Yes, sir. Mohammed's here, Liverpool fan. So, Roberto Firmino, the best defensive striker in the world, you know what I mean? Also plays midfield, also plays defense, and also wide left and that, you know what I mean? He's just everywhere. Is this injury going to impact Liverpool in these coming weeks?
I don't think so, in my opinion. I really think we have a lot of options in attack. I think the main concern is the midfield, if I'm being honest. All of our attackers are, just got a lot of depth up front. It's the midfield I'm concerned about. That's where it's going to cost us probably at the end of the season if we continue to pick up these injuries, unfortunately.
Lots of depth. So Firmino's gone. You've got your main three now, which will be Mane, Jota, and Salah, obviously. Outside of that, no Harvey Elliott. You got Divock Origi. Shaqiri's got. So where's this depth that you're talking about in the attacking areas?
I'm talking about Minamino and Origi. After all, they're doing in the League Cup. They're doing the business. Come on.
Oh, okay. Hey, Soups, you're making some comments there, my guy. So, Minamino, Divock Origi, is that depth?
Who? That's not depth. That's not depth at all. It's like you've got you're great for like top 11, your first 11, absolutely amazing. But yeah, no depth whatsoever. No depth. Come on, man. Like Minamino, really? Minamino, no. Right, Terry. We mentioned the injury crisis that will potentially hit Liverpool. Do you think it started already?
I won't call it a crisis. I think it's natural what's going on. I think if I look back to what I was saying in the build-up to the season, I wasn't anticipating they would have 7, 8, 9 of their best players out at any one time. Nothing crazy. But every squad, every team I've ever seen play in the Premier League in my whole life has had injuries during the season. You always lose people. Man United have lost Cavani today. We'll touch on that later. There's always injuries. There's always problems. So to act like it was almost, it wasn't going to happen, it couldn't happen. I think the frustration from some Liverpool fans was more at their club than the people that were suggesting it could be an issue. They're currently sitting 2 points. It's only 2 points behind Chelsea at the top. But if they get a few more, you've seen how they've all struggled in midfield when they lost Fabinho and Thiago as an example. For me, it's like that could be the issue. And it's the odd point here and there, but when you've got a team like Chelsea at the moment that are almost unstoppable, it could be something that stops them. They're going to make top 4, but I'd say, me and Leo spoke before, it could be the reason why they don't become champions.
And you have the African Cup of Nations coming up soon as well. So right now, for example, Firmino missing, okay, you have Jota. If Firmino gets another knock while Salah and Mane are both out, then what? You're looking at a front three of Divock Origi, Minamino, and Jota. That's not good enough to keep the pace with the top team. So for now, I think they're going to be okay. But if it continues, that team's not deep.
No, absolutely. And I wanted to ask as well, because Chelsea are flying. I haven't spoken about Chelsea much on the football terrace in a little while, to be fair. And that's because it's been going so well. There's barely any news around the club, barring starting lineups and everything else. They are top of the league by a long, long way. They really are. They're flying high. They're barely conceding goals. Viewers, I want your opinion on this right now. They have picked up some injuries, though. Alonso now joins. I read earlier on, Alonso's now out along with Lukaku, Werner, and Kovacic. When you look at Chelsea in the build-up to this weekend and the forthcoming weeks, do you see it impacting them maybe in the same way as a Liverpool or a Man United?
No. In fact, I remember a few weeks ago when Lukaku and Werner both went out in that Champions League game, and you asked me the same question. How is this going to impact their team? It didn't. They look just as in control of games. They win games at the same tempo. And that's for me because Chelsea have so many different players that can come in and play a different role. You saw Lukaku and Werner go out. Okay, Havertz plays this false 9 role. You have more of an emphasis on the wide forwards. Kovacic goes out. You still have Conte. You have Jorginho. You still Trevor Chalobah can go in the midfield. Loftus-Cheek has had a renaissance in his career. So Chelsea have depth for days. And for me, that's not a club at all. They lose 1 or 2 players. Another 2 come in. Yeah,
I think for me, the reason why I know for facts that Chelsea have become the majority of the fans that watch the Prem, the reason they've become the favourites, and we know they've become the favourites, is because everybody's talking about 7 defensive players, negative football, boring football, terrorist football. As soon as your football starts to get attacked, when you're winning, that means everybody is shit scared of you. Say it bluntly. I'm not going to speak like I'm pretending to be a football pundit. I'm a football fan. They are shitting themselves because they don't concede goals. And they lost Lukaku. What's going to happen now? They've found a way. They haven't got Alonso. I don't even think that's big of an issue. They've got Ben Chilwell. Chelsea are a scary, scary outfit right now. And they do it without overtly looking spectacular. In the same way, when Liverpool and City are on fire, it's explosive, it's noisy, it's heavy metal football. Chelsea are more like, it's a bit like opera. And what I mean by that is, none of us in this room watch it, but we know it's massive. Do you know what I mean? We're not no, it doesn't blow our socks off, but it's like, we know it's good. I'm not going to go and watch it, but I know it's really good. I love a bit of the opera. I do. I did once. I'll tell you a story about me in the opera, being naked, covered in gold.
Huh?
That's a story. If you want to know that story, send us in a super chat if you really want to know about it. Look, I want to go and ask the legends and the fans over there. KJ, ask the boys over there now. Like, are they starting to look at Chelsea as the genuine main title contenders, the number 1 favourites in the Premier League?
Yes, people, I'm here with Alex, the Euro expert, people. He's here with us today. He said he's neutral in all of this. So from outsider looking in, here to analyze everything. Chelsea, how close are they to becoming champions of the Premier League? There's a long way to go, but right now, do they look like the real deal?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the thing with Chelsea is they're at their current worst because Tuchel's been a coach who's generally got the best out of his attacks. So at Dortmund or at PSG. PSG is the only one who's balanced the Mbappe, Neymar, Icardi, Cavani mold, which we've seen Poch struggling with at the moment. So the thing with Chelsea, they're currently, conceding their goals, not scoring many. But as time's going to go on, they're going to score more goals. So this is their worst. By the end of the season, they're probably going to pulverize this league.
Pulverize, like not even just lights, just absolutely destroy it. That is mad. Daps, you're a Man City fan. Chelsea, are you now starting to get shook around the aura that they're bringing to their club and the league?
I predicted Chelsea would win the league this season anyway. But what's scary is they're not at their best at the moment. But they're like, we went to the Villa game, awful game. They won 3-0. Right, Havertz stinking up the place, but they're still getting Chilwell, Reece James, goals all over the pitch. There's just one thing for me. I don't know where they're going to drop off, but I see it. Maybe that's because what we did to them that I'm thinking. I still see Liverpool as the title favourites, although I said Chelsea would win it at the beginning of the season. It's just their squad's too big. Don't know.
Oh, literally, Man City though.
Shoulders, different opinions. I can't. As for City, let's not talk about City.
Oh, is a City fan a bit shaky there? It's like it's not fully confident.
Well, no. We're going to get into. We're playing you tomorrow. We'll touch on.
We'll touch on that in a bit. Yo, Terry, I've got a question for you. We're talking about Tuchel. We're talking about Pep. We're talking about Klopp. But one man has entered the Premier League, and that is Antonio Conte. What do you think he can do with Spurs?
You know what, man? I've said this now for about a week since he got linked to the job and then got it. I really think he can get Tottenham into the top 4. I think he could win them a trophy this year. Last night isn't anything to go by, in my opinion. He had one training session, and they did win the game, by the way. They look very good going forward, still a bit shaky at the back. They're going to buy in January. What you can't discount is the quality of manager that he is. He is a world-class manager. He is at the absolute peak of his powers. You're not talking about a Jose that was 4 or 5 years past his sell-by date. You're not talking about an untested manager at the bigger end of the spectrum. He's an absolute superstar manager. They've essentially, look, I think he's in the same ballpark as the Tuchels, the Klopps, the Pep Guardiolas. He's in and around those guys. Something like that. The last 8 seasons where he's been the manager of a team from the start of the campaign, 7 of them he's won the league title. So he's a phenom, and I really think the only way it goes wrong at Tottenham is if Daniel Levy and the board don't back him. And that's a distinct possibility. They may not back him. As if they do that, it's curtains for it's not curtains for every. The big teams will be the big teams, but in terms of the chasing pack, the Leicesters, the Wolves, the Evertons, no chance, because Antonio Conte will get by himself, wins Tottenham 15 extra points a season. I feel I really, really do. How about yourself, Elias? I mean, we were umming and ahhing 2 weeks ago whether we'd like to see him at Man United, but Spurs now have him. How do you feel about that?
I think everything you just said was right on the money, man. He's an elite manager at the very peak of his powers. He came to Serie A 10 years ago, started the Juve dynasty, came back 10 years later, ended it himself. He's elite. And with Tottenham now, I think you said the one thing I kind of disagree with is Daniel Levy is the only one that can mess this up. I think it's impossible to mess this up because the thing with Conte, right? If you don't back him, he's going to leave. He's a mercenary. Like, he has no loyalty to any club. And they are going to back him because they've invested this much money in him. This is a desperate appointment 2 months into the season, and he's going to be getting what he wants. And if he gets that 100 million in January to invest in this team, United's in trouble, Arsenal's in trouble, Leicester's in trouble, West Ham's in trouble, because what all of those 4 teams don't have is an elite level manager in Antonio Conte.
You're right. There's a comment here from Blue Viper. Blue Viper, he says that players win you games, managers don't.
And win titles.
And I know I know the Blue Viper is a City fan. There's no way you were as good before or will be as good after Pep Guardiola. You've got you won't be.
You won't see
we've got to adapt. There's no way that. There's no way you're going to be. Were you as good before Pep? When was the last time you won 5 league titles on the bounce before Pep, bro?
You haven't won 5 league titles on the bounce under Pep.
League cups.
It was 4, Terry.
4. Where did you do that?
No, I get you. I'm just playing with you. I mean, you know what? Yeah, I mean, but United, we definitely know that your players are winning you games and not your manager. So.
Oh, listen.
That's my point, though, right?
We know.
The players can win us individual games. The manager is what gets you to the end of the line and gets you those trophies.
I completely agree. So look, the manager is so important. The reason that City have been, as good as they are, is they've got a great squad, brilliant owners, and one of the best managers of the last 30 years in football. You take Pep out of this last 5-6 year period and put Olly Gunnar Solskjaer in, I don't think you win a league title, even with KDB and all that jazz. I really, really don't. I think he's going to do it. Viewers, I know some of you have sent in super chats guessing the secret phrase. I've screenshotted them. I will read them out. A few people are asking for another clue. I will give another clue tonight if we hit 500 likes while we're live on the air. So like it, get your friends and family to watch and get them to like it, and I'll give you and it'll be a very revealing clue. Very revealing clue indeed. So get that done. I want to go back over though to KJ to ask a few of the boys. Will Antonio Conte win Tottenham a trophy?
See, Alex tapped me on the shoulder. He was like, "We're going to talk about Conte." I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "All right, cool. I'm ready. All right, cool." So Antonio Conte, why are you passionate about him being in the Premier League right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a really good comparison here with when Conte came into Juventus. In Pirlo's autobiography, he said when he came in, Juve had finished 7th 2 seasons in a row. They were at their bottom. Calciopoli had just happened. And he came in and said, "Lads, we finished 7th 2 seasons in a row. That's not good enough." Came in and he said, his words just assaulted you. He just raised the levels, the standards everywhere. And even though it was only for 2 seasons, it really worked. And with Paratici, he said at Juventus, Paratici, sporting director, he got in workman-like players. They already have this connection. And Conte can really make an average player flourish in the right system. Victor Moses is just one of them. So Conte at Tottenham, yeah, I think there's definitely a trophy on the cards here.
All right, cool. So Alex, you're an expert, really confident about Conte doing something special at Spurs. Actually, I like the knowledge that you've went in there, like going back into his time with history of Juve and stuff. So, I love that. Oh, the Euro, hey, round of applause for the Euro expert people. You know what I'm saying? You love to see that. But hey, Soups, Manchester United 2 weeks ago, we was looking like potentially we could have Conte as our manager. Did not go through in the end. How are you feeling now that he's now on the other side of, not the red side of London, but he's on the white side of London, and it's there? Like, how do you feel?
Yeah, do you know what? Obviously, Ollie's reverted to a back three, and obviously that's Conte's. That's his formation. Yeah, so Ollie's stolen it from him, like people are saying about that. Obviously, if we're going to revert to a back three, I would have liked to have Conte in, but Conte wasn't really at the top of my list of managers to have at Man United anyway. So controversially, I'd probably like to stick with Ollie rather than no. Wait. Let me land. Yeah. So let me land. Yeah.
Fuck out. Get out of my studio, G. You know what I'm messing.
What I'm going to say. Yeah. What I'm going to say is obviously Conte with Man United, we're a big ticket team. We're obviously linked with this manager, that manager, whatever. Linking with Conte, I don't think he'd be the right fit for Man United. Obviously, he might come in and do something in his first season and like win us a trophy that we desperately need to show that we've got winners and stuff like that. Yeah, probably not the league, but maybe Champions League. We could, we'd be up for that. But
not the right fit.
Not the right fit. There's other managers who I think would be a much better fit above Conte. So people like Ten Hag or even Zinedine Zidane. I'd rather have someone like that who can come in, like manage egos and stuff, so that we can, develop a playing style and just get the best 11 playing.
Question though, now that he's gone, now he's at Spurs. Do you think he can win Spurs a trophy?
I don't. Do you know what? Yeah, they are. They're in Conference League, but to be fair, like yesterday was very telling. Obviously, he hasn't. I think he's had 2 days. He slept at the training ground. Did he have? How many training sessions has he had? One or none? One. He's had one training session. So that's just his training session to kind of assess the team, sees what he's got, sees that he's got a lot of fodder and like horrible players at the team. So based on what we saw yesterday in the game, I'd say no. But knowing that Conte's got class, he's got style, he's got a distinctive playing style, I think he maybe can bring Spurs their first trophy in a long time. Maybe not this season. Yeah.
Not this season. They're already out of the Carabao, right? They're not the league.
No, they're still in.
Still in it. Oh, my bad. I thought they're out. Yeah, maybe. Well, I'll completely ignore what I said.
All right, never mind. Daps is there saying Forget about what you just said. Antonio Conte could win a trophy with Spurs. Maybe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a better manager than we think. Wait. He went and was on the brink of getting sacked. There was one man in the contention, in the running to take his job. He goes and wins he wins the one game against Spurs, gets that manager sacked, and then also gets his biggest contestant, biggest rival for his job into that job. He might just be a mastermind. Literally, he might just be an absolute genius. Like Terry, did Ollie mastermind this whole thing? Is the Ollie judge that powerful?
Bring back Gav. Where's Gav? Where's Gav when you need him? He was great last week. No, he didn't. He couldn't. But sometimes, like, you know, when you're so bad at something, you can kind of fluke something good for yourself. It could be that. We've got some super chats we've got to go through here. Coming up after the super chats, though, West Ham versus Liverpool preview. I want your score predictions in for that, ladies and gentlemen, in the live comment section. Now, when it comes to the first secret phrase that was guessed, this is from Epic Sam, who says, is the secret word sacked in the morning? It's not. Lone Tricks says, Rome wasn't built in a day. That isn't the guess. Is the phrase good stroke poor performance? No. The next guess came from Red Wolf. Red Wolf says, this wasn't a guess. It says, if Senegal and Egypt go far in the African Cup of Nations, how many points do you think Liverpool will drop? We'll ask that question in the preview. For you. It's a good one. Starboy says, is the phrase clutch moment? It isn't clutch moment. And there was also a guess here from Tris Martin, who says, is the phrase play to the whistle? It isn't play to the whistle. Michael Collis here says, is a secret phrase dilly dilly? Now, if you haven't watched the football test, if you've watched the football test for a long time, you'll understand dilly dilly. But no, it isn't that, I'm afraid. I think we might have had one more that just come through. We have here, it says, is the phrase under the cosh? It's not under the cosh. That's a great guess. Danny here says, is the phrase style of play? It isn't. And then one more guess that's come through from Guna Dan, who says, Terry, where would you rank Ollie in the 20 Premier League managers? Also, just because I'm a gunner, same question for Arteta, I guess in the twilight years. I would say this. I would say that Arteta's around about between 8th and 12th in that mid category. Ollie for me is around sort of between. I haven't really thought about it deeply. I would say between 14th and 16th is where I would put him. Yeah. In and around that kind of thing as a ballpark. But viewers, that's a great question that I want you to answer as well. But coming up next is the West Ham United versus Liverpool preview. Over to KJ in the Legends Corner to take us through that one.
Yes, people. Liverpool looking unstoppable right now. They are currently undefeated in the league. Mo Salah, one of the best players in the league, one of the best players in the world right now, definitely on form, scoring goals left, right, and center, getting assists as well. Sadio Mane seems to have resurrected himself from last season. Firmino's out, but they've got Jurgen Klopp, they've got a great squad and a great team. But they'll come up against the mighty Moisey Magic of West Ham. You know what I'm saying? West Ham doing an amazing job with what they're doing this season, taking on all comers and just coming out on top. Liverpool travel to their ground. Question, Mohammed, Liverpool fan, are you fearful of this West Ham team, or do you think even without Firmino, your attack and you'll just destroy them?
I think West Ham, they're in good form at the moment, but I think we'll come there and maybe get like a 2-0, 2-1 win. I think we just have too much for them at the moment. And as long as we just cut out the stupid mistakes, I think we'll be fine against West Ham United.
Okay, look, you're looking fine. You're very confident, you know what I'm saying? Your Banks is a ride with us a little bit late, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? We're all good. West Ham, though. Do you think West Ham can cause an upset? Do you think they've got the minerals to take on this Liverpool team?
This West Ham team, their quality, I can't lie, they impressed me, but I don't have the confidence because it's West Ham and the Liverpool form right now. It's a bit brazy right now. I kind of agree with Mohammed. I think Liverpool might have a bit too much for them, but West Ham are going to put up some competition to them. I can't lie. It's going to be a good match.
Yo, go on then.
Listen, yeah? People need to understand this, yeah? David Moyes. Yeah, you see David Moyes? He's going to finish Liverpool on the weekend. That's what I'm saying. I'm putting it right now. 3-2. West Ham going to beat Liverpool. I'm saying it.
You know what? You lot spice this up today. You know, I've just noticed in the last interval, a load of United fans have just arrived. This is going to get spicy.
This has got nothing to do with me.
United manager. That's what I'm saying.
Whoa, Terry! Did you just hear that?
When David Moyes got sacked, I didn't want that. I didn't want David Moyes to get sacked because I wanted him to realize the mistake that he had made, and I wanted the board to give him the time to make it back. The only reason why David Moyes got sacked is because Manchester United went down in the stock exchange.
Whoa, wait. We have to hold it there.
That was the first year that Manchester United were in the NYSE.
Wait. I gotta cut it there. This is getting a bit mad. Terry. I know this is supposed to be a Liverpool West Ham preview, but Jerry has just come and said that he would rather have David Moyes right now as Manchester United manager. Terry, what do you think?
I would prefer David Moyes to Olly Solskjaer. Like I would. He is a better manager, but still, it's like we saw that. It weren't good enough. Still, do you know what I mean? Like I'd rather it, but I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Moyes was terrible. He was terrible.
It's not even like some hypothetical. We saw it happen.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's one of them. I mean, in fairness, I put a tweet out last week saying I think Moyes should take over at Man United if Ollie gets sacked as a joke. Your man, people going, I knew you weren't a real fan. He's already managed this before.
Join the book.
I know, boom. I know it was amazing. But now back to you guys. But no to David Moyes from me.
All right, okay, cool. So enough of the talk of Moyes being Man United manager. Jerry did say that West Ham would win 3-2. You're an expert. Come here, Alex. Your astute analysis of the game. This game, what are you saying about this game? Do you think West Ham can overcome them, or do you think Liverpool's got too much firepower?
I'd actually be quite confident on West Ham. I think only 3 other teams in the league have scored more goals. I think that might be Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool. I think it's around that. West Ham have also as well. They've completed the 4 smooth passes into the box. They've actually got a really good team, really strong attack. So I know, Mohammed, I think Liverpool might still win this, but I definitely think West Ham will probably score.
Well, Liverpool fans, listen, I did not brief these guys. To say West Ham. So don't come for me in the comments. Mohammed, with everyone already again doubting Liverpool, like saying that this West Ham team can overcome you guys, do you think that plays into Liverpool's hands? Do you think this is the kind of game where everyone starts to doubt you guys, you just come up on top?
Yeah, definitely. I really think that people are doubting us and we'll just show them wrong again like we always do in the past. Yeah, not underdogs, but like that's what it feels like at the moment. If people think West Ham are the favourites, but we'll just show do a thing and we'll win.
No, it's like, yeah, Daps. Well, what's that? Daps just wanted to come in here. What would you say?
As a City fan, like all of this nonsense about West Ham. Now Liverpool's smoking West Ham. Come on, let's just be real. I'm sorry, yeah. Liverpool's smoking West Ham. I don't.
No.
Yeah.
No. Listen, all right, listen, yeah. Mikel Antonio, yeah, just done a wingman with Bayo Akinfenwa the other day, yeah. Man watched it. I'm telling you, West Ham are smoking Liverpool. It's done.
Liverpool's away record, though. 3 goals in the last 5 or 6 games.
Okay. It seems like there's a big divide in here. You know what I'm saying? Most people saying West Ham, which I'd have. That is true. Most of my fans. 3-2. We'll get into the predictions in a moment. Back over to Terry, and he's going to say his final say on the Liverpool game.
I understand. I do understand why. Like West Ham have caused some upsets this year, and I don't like saying this as a Man United fan, but all I've heard for 4 or 5 months, legitimately, all I've heard for 4 or 5 months is people writing off Liverpool, consistently writing off Liverpool again and again and again and again. I actually think Liverpool are going to stick 3, maybe 4 goals past them. Like I think Liverpool will slap them at the weekend, and I don't even mean that rudely to West Ham. West Ham, what happens to West Ham every now and then is they get a little bit confident because of how they're winning. They're going to open up ever so slightly. They're going to leave their jaw hanging out against the Scousers and get spanked. That's what I reckon.
Sheesh.
What are you saying, bro?
Listen, I mean, I'm not as confident as you. In fact, this is the first week. This is the first week in 10 weeks or 9 weeks I haven't captained Mo Salah in fantasy. I captained Rudiger this weekend. So I'm not as confident about, listen, clean sheets and fantasy. They count, bro. But this is the first week I haven't captained Salah. And that's honestly because I think West Ham, you look at their form, you look at their resolute defense. Antonio, man, he's that guy. Liverpool might get away with it, but I don't think it's going to be a 3-4-0. I think James Redmond sold you a dream last night. I saw that bet you put on.
I know James Redmond was pushing it, but no, I just think that so far this season, whenever Liverpool have been written off, they don't just win the game, they smash it. Like very rarely have you seen people go, they'll draw this and they win 3-0. Maybe Man United will nick something, slap them 5. I see it happening this weekend to West Ham, I feel. Guys, let's go back to KJ and check out what his predictions are. But viewers, I want your predictions as well, please.
Prediction time, gentlemen. No.
So yeah, I think it'll be 2-0 to Liverpool.
2-0 Liverpool.
Yep.
Yeah, easy. Okay.
I'd say 2-1 Liverpool. 2-1.
2-1 Liverpool.
4-1 Liverpool, and I'm a United.
Oh, big score.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Liverpool. Salah on the score sheet.
3-1 Liverpool. And who on score sheet?
Salah on the score sheet.
All right, Big Mo Salah. Big Mo Salah on score sheet. All right, Soups.
Yeah, 3-1 Liverpool.
3-1 Liverpool. Man like that.
I'll see 4-1 Liverpool.
4-1 Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool smoke them.
All right, come.
It's up to me, yeah. And I'm gonna tell all you West Ham fans right now, you man are winning. What day is it? Saturday or Sunday? Sunday. You man are winning on Sunday, yeah. You're winning 3-2, and Big Mikel Antonio is gonna score 2 goals. Say no more. Done. Remember that.
Don't worry about that.
All right, cool. And there's nothing else to say. There's not much more to say. You know what I'm saying? Terry, we're coming back over to you. I'm pretty sure there's some super chats to go through.
There are some super chats. We'll go for the score predictions first here. A lot of people are saying, Terry, bruv, clip him. Everyone wants to be clipped up. Clip him. They all want him being they're going to be clipping him up. Coin toss here says that it's going to be 3-1 to Liverpool. Menace to Society says 6-0 to West Ham in relation to this. LFC Glory says 2-0 to Liverpool. 17 plus, he reckons it's going to be, what's he saying here? He reckons 3-0 Liverpool with a Mo Salah hat-trick. I mean, Sammy's gone mental and gone 7-0. He's 7-0 to Liverpool is what he said he said there as well. Alan says so cringe. Leave our Jerry alone. He ain't that bad. Maybe he's talking about KJ. I don't know what he's saying there. We had a few more super chats that came through as well. I'm going to go through these, guessing the secret phrase. So man like Sass says Downing Tools. It isn't Downing Tools. Okay. I can't pronounce. Do you know how to pronounce that name? Do you know how to pronounce that?
Chikwesiri is my guess.
Chikwesiri. I can repeat it. I just can't read it. Says is the phrase on the. I don't even know what that word. What does that say?
On a remontada. Remontada is like the comeback. Like,
yeah. See, you know, it's that. I'm gonna. Spanish, is it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, there we go. I don't know what that says. I struggle reading English, and you just sent me a beautiful Spanish word, but no, that isn't the secret phrase because I didn't know that word. I didn't know the word existed. Is it? Bonne de douche. What is that? Oui. Oui.
Congolais, non?
Oui. Je m'appelle Terry.
Tu t'appelles Terry? Moi, je m'appelle.
Comment tu t'appelles?
Je m'appelle Wan-Bissaka.
See.
This show's got out of control.
Potpourri. It's all good. Still a little bit of Del Boy's lines there. Another guess here says, is it out of shape? Are you calling me out of shape or the team out of shape? What are you saying? I have been on the Mackie D's a lot recently as well. So no, none of those guesses were right. But thank you for putting them in.
I'm curious to see what this is going to be, man.
Man like Ads here says, big up Jezza. I say 2-0 West Ham. That's a super chat there. Jezza's getting a little bit of support there. Splashnet says, it says you must be from the Congo. Are you from the Congo, Jez? Yeah. Yeah, Congolese. That's literally people in here guess that you're from Congolese. Yeah. I hear you on that. Someone says, what is this? I thought it was a football show. Yeah, we're just having a laugh, mate.
There's no rules.
Relax, bro. Oh, they're making funny. Yeah, there's a rule. I was just talking French. I was showing you how cultured I am. I literally know like 5 words, and I don't even know. And the thing is,
5 is a stretch.
nah, well, I mean, common two top. That's like 5 words in one, isn't it? Like there we go. I can't do the accent. I'm not going to do the accent. No, I'm typical English. I slept in like other lessons when it was like language, and I regret it now. Like kids, if you're English and watching this, learn another language. It's so important. It really, really is. Is the phrase caught sleeping? No, it isn't. It isn't. But there we go. Make sure that like button is special. We need the 500 mark yet. We're not. We're only like 250 odd likes. So we need to go past 500 if you want another clue for the Football Terrace secret phrase. Up next with KJ and the boys, though, we're taking a look at a team that have returned to form. A team whose many fans are saying they are back. Awesome. This game should be a formality then. It's Arsenal versus Watford. Back over to KJ.
All right, guys, it's time for the return of Arsenal. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Arsenal are back. And I'm not saying that sarcastically. Apparently, that's what is happening right now. A lot of Arsenal fans are very, very, very hopeful right now with the kind of renaissance they feel is coming at the football club. You got young players coming in. Arteta's unbeaten, and you got this new structure that's going on. They are coming up against Watford, a team that has gave them trouble in the past. We remember the whole famous cojones comment by Troy Deeney. My question is, now that Arsenal are in this kind of form, do we have to stop? Do we have to stop acting like they're like down there in the bottom and actually give them respect they deserve, and a team like Watford won't actually beat them?
I think they'll beat Watford. But with Arsenal, we've seen it all before. They have a couple of good games, couple of good results, then they get a little bit excited, and then all of a sudden they'll lose against the team they should beat. And it could happen. That's the exact tune that I had in my head right now. That's the exact tune. So I don't know. With this one, I do think they'll beat Watford. And I think they've got a good run going. Smith Rowe, Saka are doing well. So I think they will win this weekend. But I just think it'll be a false dawn. I think eventually they'll come a cropper real soon.
Yeah, Banks, false dawn. Is it possible? Is it possible for Arsenal right now to actually lose their unbeaten streak to Watford?
To Watford, Arsenal ain't that bad, man. They ain't that bad. They're on a nice little run of form. Watford, new manager bounce didn't really exist. Yes. They waited until the next match. They got a little 5-2 against Everton, but Arsenal at the Emirates, at least I'm expecting at least 2-3 goals from Arsenal to beat Watford. They're not good.
Ooh, 2-3 goals, Terry. 2-3 goals for Arsenal in this game against Watford. Is it time for everyone to put the respect back on them?
Yeah, look, it is. It is, I think. I'm not saying genuine, bona fide top 4 contenders yet, but I think this 9-game unbeaten run, the manner of the victories over Leicester, the way they played against Aston Villa as an example, and the emergence of this really good, talented young core, and the fact that Arteta has got himself through some real moments of adversity, some real moments where you felt like there's no way back for him. He's done a very, very good job indeed. So I would say that people need to start taking Arsenal more seriously. I think people need to, look, banter's fine, but I think the Arsenal banter is dead now. I think the Arsenal banter era is over. I feel like the same jokes are being milked week in, week out. It's like, oh, you said this last time. It's cool. Let's wait and see now, because we've had 9 games where they've been a lot better. A few performances where they weren't great, Brighton and Crystal Palace, but they didn't lose, right? Yeah. And if Chelsea played like that, if City played like that, if Liverpool played like that and didn't lose, they'd go sign of a champion. Yeah. With how they responded after that, I think we just need to move away from continually making fun of Arsenal, because it is just getting a little bit tiresome and boring. Yeah, some Arsenal fans are a little bit over the top. They're talking about how, easily going to be in the top 4, better squads than Man United and things like that.
No names.
But there's always an extremity to it. And, Curran's, I'm not going to call him that. Curran, he's got very high standards. I think they're a little bit below that, but they're well past the banter era now, as far as I'm concerned. And when it comes to games like Watford, I think we're going to return back to even what we saw in the bad year, those middle bad years under Wenger, where games like Watford at home are going to become formality wins. Formality wins for me.
I don't know if I'm that far. I mean, I've been telling you for a few weeks. I see Arsenal. I'm like, okay, they can't get a result in this game. I see them defensively. Like for me, is the most impressive part of Arsenal this season. That new back four of Tomiyasu, Ben White, Gabriel, what's his name, Tierney on the left, Ramsdale in goal is solid, man. It's really, really solid. But for me, the main question has always been of Arsenal, which is kind of weird because the old Wenger teams used to be the opposite. Their attack, I'm not too sure on, and their defense is really strong. But this week against Watford, for me, that's a game that you're right. A few years ago, they would have let slip. If they win this game, again, it's another step forward in cementing themselves as a serial top four contender this season.
That's true, and you've got the Aaron Ramsdale situation, and I think what I've seen with all fan bases do this, they get a new goalkeeper, and everybody wants their goalie to be seen as the best or one of the best. And Aaron Ramsdale is everything they thought Leno was, and we've seen that in these games with the kind of saves he's making. I can tell by the way Arsenal fans are reacting to it that they're celebrating, they're happy, and it's like, the previous 3 or 4 that we tried to compare to David De Gea in his pomp and to Alisson. They just weren't of that standard. Like Aaron Ramsdale has proved so many people wrong. And when you have someone between the sticks like that, and Liverpool have got it, City have had it, United have had it in the past.
Now have it.
Chelsea have it with Mendy. You can afford to have some lapses of concentration because the goalie's top class as well. And I think when you throw that all into the mix, I think in another 4 or 5 games, beat Watford with these and be competitive against Liverpool. And I think you'll see a lot more people start to talk about Arsenal top 4 credentials and stuff like that.
They're a young team too, and like they get a result against Liverpool, they play United in a few weeks. Those kinds of results, if they're obviously it's hypothetical, if they're able to get results in those games, lifts the confidence of such a young team, and they're just going to keep getting better and better.
100%. Back over to KJ, we can do predictions. We want your score predictions as well.
Yeah, we're going to do predictions, but before you do, I want to again another little player profile from our Euro expert here, Emile Smith-Rowe. Lots of uproar about the fact that a lot of people uproar at the fact that he's not in the England squad. He's on amazing form. How good is Emile Smith-Rowe and how good could he be? And do you think England should start editing him into this England squad?
Yeah, I actually think they should. Emile Smith-Rowe is not a Foden level talent yet, but what's really good about him, I think it's underrated. We've got Arsenal fans like Curran and stuff who will talk about his technical quality. The thing I like about him is his athleticism. He's actually really quick. He's like quite a quick winger in some ways. So you've seen him play on the left-hand side for Arsenal. Not only has he got sort of the vision of a playmaker who can come inside and pick passes, but also he can carry the ball quite quickly and in long distances. So yeah, I think Smith-Rowe definitely should be starting to get bedded into this England squad.
Okay, maybe
Emile Smith-Rowe should not be anywhere near the England team.
Why?
When we've got guys like Phil Foden, Raheem Sterling, and on top of that, my guy, number 10, Marcus. Yeah? When you've got guys like that, no. Sorry. I apologize.
Okay, just straight up. No, straight. Moving on from that, we're going to go into score predictions real quick. Mohammed, what you're saying?
4-0 Arsenal, Emile Smith-Rowe hat-trick.
Oh, back in the ting right there. Yo, Dax.
You know what? I think I predicted on the channel last night 4-0 Arsenal as well. I see Arsenal smoking Watford still. Watford are whipping boys right now. But yeah, 4-0 Arsenal. I'll stick with mine.
Yeah, 4-0.
For me, yeah, not as confident. Maybe 2-1. 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1.
I don't know where the goal is going to come from because obviously, like Pepe's not great.
Pepe, come on.
Pepe's not great.
Pepe's as bad as Marshall.
Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah, Pepe's not great. Obviously, Lacazette's not great, and Aubameyang, since he signed the team, who knows where he's been? So I think 2-1.
That's a bit harsh. All right.
Where was the thing? I'm saying, is it who? All I'm saying to you guys right now is that Arsenal are losing. My dad's not going to be happy with me right now. Sorry, Dad. I apologize. Right? Okay. Yeah, Arsenal losing 2-1.
2-1. Banks.
Start 2 goals. Sorry, Dad.
It's gonna be goals for Arsenal. It's gonna be at least 3 goals. I'm gonna go 3-0. I can't see Watford scoring.
3-0.
3-1. 3-1 to Arsenal. 3-1 to Arsenal. Watford get a consolation, but yeah, Arsenal give them a 3-piece.
Oh, nice. And finally,
2-0. Arsenal win full flow. I reckon they'll win this.
Arsenal in full flow, 2-0. Right, guys, we've got something special for you guys right now. Football Terrace, we've been giving you games, bro. You know what I mean? We've given you innovative games, and we're about to give you another one. We've had some little bit of ninja movements from Terry. He's actually with us right now.
Hello.
And he's about to explain the game.
Hello. I'm up here with the boys. So on the moving yes over here, we're gonna get these are all gonna get themselves into order. So we've got a game for you this evening, and it's called Did Ollie Say It? So we're gonna put a series of quotes up on this beautiful big television screen behind us. We want you at home to play along and guess yes or no whether Ollie said it or not. We will reveal who the actual person is. Some are Ollie, some are not. So just to throw that in there, some are not his comments. So did Ollie say it is going to be the game? Playing with me today is going to be man like Lies, a big Man United fan, and Alex, the Euro expert. I got your name right, yeah? Yeah. I got the name right. I very rarely get name rights on there. So who's going to go first?
I'll go first.
Lies is going to go first here. Lies is going to go first here. Right. So if we can have the first one up on the screen first of all. Okay. So we lost because we didn't win. Did Ollie say it?
No, I didn't say that.
Let's reveal the answer. But you're right. That was Cristiano Ronaldo. That was Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay. So the second one here. I was a late developer, and at the age of 15, I almost thought of quitting football. Did Ollie say it?
Yes.
We've gone with yes. And it was Ollie. It was Ollie.
1-1.
So 1-1. Sammy's keeping the scores over there. We're going to go to number 3 here. So back to Lias. 1 year, I played 15 months. Did Ollie say it? Did Ollie say this?
No, surely not.
Let's reveal who it was. It was Franz Beckenbauer.
That's crazy, bro. What?
Franz Beckenbauer. So number 4, back to Alex here. That would have been a goal if it had gone inside the post. Did Ollie say it?
Surely not. Surely not. No.
No. We've gone with no. It was Michael Owen. We're spot on so far today. How are you doing at home? Let us know. Right. Question number 5 here. The thing about goal scorers is they score goals.
Yeah.
Did Ollie say it?
You said this a million times. Yeah.
No! Tony Cutty.
Is that you treat your manager? Aye.
Legendary striker
You
Tony
said something
Cutty.
along those lines, to be honest.
So let's go back to Alex here. This is number 6. The loudest ones are probably not the best fans. Did Ollie say it?
Yes.
Did Ollie say it? Let's reveal the answer. It was Ollie Solskjaer. Number 7 here. Back to Lias. We lost to Arsenal a couple of weeks ago. Whose fault? The players, the manager? No, the traffic. Was that Ollie? Did Ollie say it?
Yes. I'm gonna say yeah.
We've gone with yes. It was Ollie. He blamed the traffic.
Almost like Ty with the rain, isn't it?
Almost. Right, back to Alex here. This is question number 8 here. They are the second best team in the world, and there is no higher praise than that. Did Ollie say it?
No.
He went with no. Let's reveal the answer. It was Kevin Keegan.
I love it.
I would. There we go. Let's go back here to Lias. Out of everyone at Manchester United, I would pick out Scholes. He is the best midfielder of his generation. Did Ollie say it?
This is an Henri. I think this is an. No, this is a Guardiola quote. I think it's not Ollie. That's all I know. It's not Ollie. It's not. No.
Let's reveal the answer. It's
Guardiola.
Come
on, bro.
Let's go back to Alex here. Okay, we are going places because City put a strong team out. What did Ollie say it?
Yeah, I'm going.
Am I playing against you guys or him? What is that?
Ollie. I'm a neutral. Keep it down a little bit. There we go. That was. Yes, it was Ollie.
From the brain, that one.
Okay, so next one. Back to Lias here. There are no good saves. There are only weak shots. Did Ollie say it?
I'm gonna say no. Yeah, no.
Let's reveal the answer. It was Ollie. Right, number 12 here. Okay. It's a long one. My dyslexia is being tested. You need to knock the house down. You don't just start with the roof. We've had some rainy days and wish that the roof was on, but we can't hide. I don't even know what it means. But did Ollie say it?
I'm going to go with yes.
He did.
It was Ollie. It was
Wait. How do you know all of these, bro? Let you just see it, bro. Please.
There we go, guys. There we go, guys.
I tried giving this guy the benefit of the doubt.
There we go. Here comes the next one. Okay, here comes the next one here. Predictions are only for after the game. Did Ollie say it?
You know, yeah, he did. He must have.
Let's go. Who said it? Let's reveal the answer.
I give up at it.
It was Mark Viduka. Mark Viduka. Okay. Hang on, let's have a quick update. What's the score, Sam?
6-4 to Alex.
Alex is in the lead here. We're getting to crunch
Yeah,
time here. So here's number 14. Man United are better in penalty shootouts than in games.
No, if you said it, it's wrong.
Let's reveal the answer. It was.
Unbelievable.
Right, you said that, and then we lost to on pens, bro.
Yeah,
Ah,
right.
disgrace.
So back to Leah. So you've got an opportunity to get back in the game here. If we lose, we will continue to be the best team in the world. If we win, we will be external.
I'll say no.
He's saying no. It is. No. Correct. It's Pep Guardiola. Okay.
Who about?
Sorry.
That one was about when he said that.
Back Man City.
Best team in the world.
I think so. I don't know. I don't know. I don't quite know. Right. Question number 16 here. Every game is a chance to get 3 points. We only lose once a month, and we've already lost once this month. So I hope that statistic will continue. Did Ollie say it?
I have faith in Ollie. No.
He's gone with no. It's
One chance back.
There we go. Some quiet in the studio, please. Some quiet in the studio. We're getting down to crunch time here. Number 17.
No, come on, man.
Rashford, Martial, and Dan James are like Ronaldo, Rooney, and Tevez.
Hell no.
He's saying no. Ollie didn't say it.
Someone has to find me that quote. Oh my God.
Look at that. He said it. I think he said it with that face on as well.
That's that in itself is a sackable offense.
This is the final question. This is the final question here. We've got a tiebreaker question if we're at level. But in football, the worst things are excuses. Excuses mean you cannot grow or move forward. Did Ollie say it?
No.
Gone with no. Reveal the answer. It's Pep. Oh, so what's the final score, Sam?
Alex wins 7-5.
Oh, there we go. Round of applause, please. Round of applause, please there, my friend. So what we're going to now jump into is the Manchester United versus Manchester City derby. I do want your score predictions. I want to know what you think and what you feel. KJ is hosting this for us right about now. Smash that like and share button. Who wins? Is Ollie going to be sacked? There's big pressure this weekend on Pep Guardiola and City as well. KJ, back over to you.
Hey, people. It is time to talk about the big one, the Manchester derby. Yes. Manchester United are hosting Manchester City. Big games for both teams. Manchester United, obviously, currently on the Solskjaer report saying that if he loses, he might lose his job. And we don't know if that's true with the people who run our football club. But also, Manchester City, they are currently 5 points adrift from the top. A loss could make it to 8.
12 last season.
They could make it to 8. So let's start with Manchester City.
Hold on. Firstly, because I see what's happened. I mean,